It is the Pro Wrestling Power Half Hour with Bobby Doe and JV. Bobby Doe is saving babies from burning buildings, as we've been alluding to. So, got Caleb with us this week. You saw a little bit of what it was like, but I didn't want you to see any of it. But this is basically your first time playing Fire Pro.
First time seeing it.
First time seeing it. And you just hit a button, damn you.
Did I?
Yeah.
I mean too.
I don't know. But, so, you were talking about being excited and everything.
It's cool seeing a video game outside of the WWE, WCW blanket.
Yeah.
Aside from that one the TNA dropped where it was like, the gameplay is just, it wasn't very enjoyable.
Yeah, Midway didn't do a great job with that game in a lot of aspects.
The storyline was fun, but the actual gameplay of it was mildly disappointing to me.
Hey, but we got Suicide out of that game. So we cannot complain too much.
Which is my favorite talent to ever come out of TNA. Arguably.
I mean,
arguably.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue Samoa Joe, AJ. There were a few who came out of TNA that were probably pretty good. We'll do an exhibition. You saw a little bit of what the graphics looked like. I don't know if the stream on that is going to pick up any of your commentary, but I know this is. I know the video will get this, but we'll probably wind up and cutting this commentary out.
As long as something picks up the audio, we should be fine.
The one thing I will point out, grapples are automatic. A lot of it is timing based, where you're gonna hit the small, medium, or heavy attack right as they stamp their foot down on the grapple. Okay. And it's really kind of a pain in the ass to get the timing right. Like, I had to I haven't even gotten through the there is a the mission mode. They have a tutorial in it, and I was going at the tutorial for about 15 minutes or so, like a solid 15 minutes, and I couldn't get past the medium part of the medium attack on the grappling. I went back a little later and just did exhibition matches, dummied the computer down to pretty much insignificant, and had some fun beating on people with Vader that way. This, I don't know if you saw, has the New Japan license. So there were a few guys that I went out and downloaded on my own that you'll see here on the screen, but a lot of them were pretty much available right out of the chute. But and then this was the other thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, they have death matches?
They have death matches.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that's new. That tickles my fancy.
Yep, and they've been doing this since '97. They've got the exploding ring matches, barbed wire death match. They've got a regular steel cage match, which this might be one of the few times a cage match is referred to as regular. Gruesome fighting, I think, is MMA style rules. I'm not sure what SWA rules match is or S1 rules match. But yeah,
That's crazy. That's the first time I've ever seen the term death match used in a video game.
Right.
That's exciting.
And I knew you'd pop for it.
Of course. I mean, after reffing a death match, like, it's only cool to see it in a video game.
Right. So, you want to go? I've never done a barbed wire death match.
Let's experience the first together.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't done a landmine death match either.
Let's do barbed wire, because I don't think the explosions while I'm trying to focus for the first time on the game would be a good idea.
Right, and honestly, I'm going to be going into this pretty virgin as well. I don't know what the F I'm doing most of the time. I have seen some of it being streamed. I know they get pretty bloody and cut up as they get thrown into the ropes and stuff. the clock is a little accelerated, but they'll like give out the 5 minutes, 10 minutes and stuff.
Kind of like they do on Dynamite.
Yeah, and New Japan and stuff.
Okay.
I have to figure out how to pull him up, but I actually was able to download Rick Knox, and you can use him as a referee. Like, it has Red Shoes as a default, but I was able to go out and get Rick Knox, and get That's Rick, cool. Which I popped huge for.
That's
Rick,
pretty cool.
Yeah, Rick is one of my favorite people, and to see him...
Got a mind for wrestling like no other. I can honestly say that after some of the conversations I've had with him on social media, some of the interactions.
And the guy that made the Rick Knox and uploaded him, because the community market on here is just as robust as WWE 2K. But the guy that made Rick has a whole bunch of PWG people, like going all the way back to Chris Bosch. And cool. And those guys, like, I saw that he had Chris Bosch on. I'm like, yo, respect, homie. But so barbed wire deathmatch. We're already talking way too much. So let's do this barbed wire deathmatch. I'll go into the red corner.
And then what? I go over here.
Or no, you'll be in the blue corner. I'm just.
This is just totally different seeing like everything from the way they set up the player selection, the match selection. It's just totally something that I'm not even used to. This is really cool.
It kind of reminds me of Tekken or King of Fighters or a lot of those Japanese fighting games, which obviously made by a Japanese company.
Yeah, and you get the Japanese gaming feel from it. It's got similar soundtracks to games like Dynasty Warriors and things like that made by other big gaming companies they got Kenny.
They got Kenny. Yeah, it came out in 2018.
Kota Ibushi, Saber, Tamatonga.
It had Elgin, Makabe, Juice, Yano. And like these were all guys that were available out to shoot. Nagata, which I popped so hard for. Tenzan. Super Strong Machine. I think I had to download. I may be wrong on that. Honma. I know I didn't have to download. Honma was available.
See, this takes me back to like the way the graphics look, kind of like original Street Fighter and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's definitely...
Like how you're saying with Tekken.
Yeah, it's definitely got a polished up 16-bit look to it. Gato, Kanemaru, like Jay White, who I believe I had to download through DLC. Yujiro Takahashi...
AJ Styles.
AJ I downloaded off the community market, but obviously I had to put him in the BizCliz. I did download Gallows and Anderson as well. Yeah, had to. Downloaded Nakamura, downloaded Cody. There's more DLC that I have to get before I can use, but I downloaded Gregory Helms. I've got Penta and Ray Phoenix. I can't use Matt Jackson. I can use Nick, but what's the point? Why can't you use Matt, though? Because he was DLC and I don't have the package that... I downloaded Muda. I believe that's Inoki. There's Anderson. There's Vader, which was a download. Mox was a download. I can't use Gallows. Can't use Rocky Romero. Hayabusa was a download. Funk.
I'm excited to see how many of those recent releases from WWE land in Japan and land in Ring of Honor and where everybody lands, because it's not like they're just going to stop wrestling. Like maybe 2 or 3 of them might, but who knows?
Right. And this was the one I downloaded that I've been waiting for a hardcore match to use.
Oh gosh.
So now you're just gonna move yours over to where it says 2-player and pick your guy. I do have the 4 horsemen. If you want to look up WCW, if you go up, if you hit up on the menu, you've got the main unit, Suzuki Gun, which I do have Suzuki somewhere on here. They do have the junior heavyweights, yeah.
Kushida's cool.
All right, it doesn't have Carl Fredericks, which I'm gonna have to remind myself to get Carl Fredericks. Because I'm sure he's on there.
Chaos.
Yep. I had to download Rocky Romero, of course. Shout out to Rocky. There's Suzuki Gun.
Well, I'm probably going to have to go Bullet Club on this one. I just don't know what's going to match up with your pick.
Right.
That's my biggest issue.
Maybe Fale?
Maybe?
Fale or one of the GOD.
That's
Bubba!
Great Russian Bulba is who you should pick, because he will smash everyone. He's the biggest, the strongest Russian Bulba of all time.
Where is the Great Russian Bull?
I am right here, you fool! I will smash you.
Don't smash! Saw the on-air light. Gave 0 damage.
It's the Great Russian
Bull.
Bull.
Like Ukrainian punks.
This is great television right now. Don't leave. Don't leave. We're about to have a barbed wire death match.
Perfect for the Great Russian Bull.
Yes.
The Great Russian Bull.
Suzuki versus Brody in a friggin' barbed wire death match might be some fire.
Oh gosh.
Oh, okay.
I'm not ready for this.
All right. You done? You got your. All right. So, Big Garden. Gee, I wonder what that is.
There's not a single person on the roster in this game that can match up with Bruiser Brody.
There's not a single person on the planet that can
match
up
up
with Brody.
man.
Like that.
Yeah. So.
He's one of the nicest guys in the world, too, man.
Man.
He said, he's like, my name's Frank. My name's Frank. Call me Frank.
Nice. Oh, they didn't have any entrances, but the entrances are usually pretty cool.
Oh
you can move with the D-pad or the thumbstick. If you hold the R-pad, you can circle around the ring.
You go hard.
If you hold the L1 button... Oh, okay. If you hold the L1 button, that's how you gain your breath. Which is, you build your stamina up and stuff. It's pretty... You strike with those buttons as well. Did he just huss when he threw the kick?
I think so.
Oh, lock up. Chop, 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 chop fist.
So Japanese!
Just chops for days.
Oh, lock up. Oh, fuck that. I ain't locking up. Take that.
The triangle is the run and the Irish whip out of the tie-up.
Go fuck the ref up.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna go mess up Red Shoes. That's Red Shoes,
He
Bubba.
sure is, man.
Yeah, that's seriously Red Shoes. You see him?
Yep, that's Red Shoes.
It's a New Japan ring and everything.
Right on.
Oh, Tonga!
Ooh, Snapmare.
Snapmare. Brody with the wrestling hold.
Oh, nah, no way. Oh, he got up. Boom, boom, boom.
These chops.
And like you can go back and forth with those chops out of that too.
These chops are my favorite sound effect in the game.
Yeah. Oh God! Why would I do that to
You just
myself?
run straight into it?
Yeah, and it exploded.
Where's Abdullah the Butcher?
Oh, I gotta download Abdullah the Butcher. Good suggestion.
There's got Brody and Abdullah the Butcher. One more time. Oh, he chopped the.
Yeah. This is so intense, though.
Dude,
I love
this game's
it.
awesome.
Right?
I mean, it's got that like I want to say like early arcade game vibe.
Yeah, it totally
time.
feels like WrestleFest.
Big time, huh?
I love it.
See, like, if you don't move out of that, we could trade chops back and forth until one of us falls and get, like, super strong style with it. It's great.
Talk him into that just so you can chop him down.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. 5 minutes remaining.
5 minutes in.
So is it like every step of the move I gotta like...
I think so, and like...
Because he keeps loading up for that suplex, but that's as far as it gets.
But I'm also like really healthy right now, so you gotta build up with the small moves and the medium moves.
That's how I do that.
Into the...
on your face.
It has a progression.
Oh, boo, nice. Headlock takeover. Old school.
Like, I keep trying to Irish whip you, and that's the first time I've ever, like, been able to...
Oh, you reversed it.
Nice reversal. I've never been able to reverse anything.
Yeah,
I was... You knew what I was about to ask.
Ooh, I almost ran right into the ropes.
No! Yeah!
There's a reversal. Red Shoes will get in the way anyway.
Yes, he will. He's Red Shoes.
He's Red Shoes. In a match of this proportion, you know, as big as this is, yeah, he'll get in the way. That's a good headlock takeover, man.
Yeah, hey, Brody was... Nope! That was
headlock takeover, I guess a fucking... Yeah. Oh, a pile driver.
Oh!
No!
Oh! Backbreaker! Backbreaker! Tap! Tap, Tama! Oh.
Well, drop you. I never saw that.
Yeah, no. Oh, DDT!
I like the blood touch.
Yeah.
It's not so much that it's like ridiculous, and it's not watered down to the point where you're like, come on, what are you doing?
Right.
Nightmare, that's what it is. Boom, 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 boom. But you just ain't got the power to chop with them, man. And then you're gonna kick you too. Oh, a headbutt.
I just hate how every grapple starts with a lockup.
Right, but I mean, that's wrestling games in general. I don't know how to kick out, just tap away, I guess. R2 will pin, though.
I don't know, I pressed every button on the controller and I got out at 2.
Oh! Nice!
Oh, look at this shit.
You're not gonna make Brody tap.
Half Boston Crab. No.
Ooh.
You're gonna piss him off.
Boston Crab might piss him off. See, and I was trying to see if any of the boys had created like some of the local guys or something, but
see, and
it hasn't happened yet.
That's what I've been trying to get on my WWE game. Is like I've been trying to find.
Yeah, I can totally create my own. I just don't have the patience or the time.
Yeah, it probably takes.
I think it was like 2K18. Someone made the Colt Awaits You.
Yeah, that was Kev Block. If you were on Xbox, that was Kev.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kev.
I just wish that I was able to find characters of people that I've worked with and stuff like that on the community creations on 2K19.
You just gotta work with more people than wow. You were
right,
kicking
I just
my
gotta work
ass.
with people, work with bigger names, I guess.
That's vicious.
Die!
Oh, don't really.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I think it's so cool. I like how they made the barbed wire look.
Yeah, like barbed wire, you mean?
Yeah, how
Come on. 2. Oh!
No, you shouldn't
false finishes for days. Come on.
Oh, dude, there's a 2.99.
He's just gonna hurt you more. That's all. Look at that. He's just rolling around.
He just a kid, Brody. Why are you doing this? He just a kid.
He says, stay down, but he keeps kicking out. Oh, vicious knee.
He hussed on the kick.
And after meeting G.O.D. in person, like, they're no small guys.
No, I know.
Compared to Bruiser Brody, they'd probably...
Powerbomb! Oh.
Backbreaker.
Backbreaker, okay.
Red Shoes then asking him, nope.
Ooh!
Oh.
Come on, get up, Brody.
Oh, what'd you run into them? Oh, dude. Now he's just rolling you around again. It's kind of messed up when he just rolls you over a few times. You missing with all those.
Damn! Every time I go for that, you just hit me with that DDT.
Nice. Face splitter.
If I don't get you with the DDT, you're getting me in something.
No, my God!
What was that? Red Shoes is
Did the ring just
The
explode?
ring exploded.
15 minutes?
Red Shoes
Red Shoes is dead!
I know
Red
it.
Shoes is dead! No one's there to count! 1, 2, 3! No! Come on! That was it! That was the go home! No!
I knew Red Shoes would do it.
Thank you.
Blowing the spot! You going in the business for yourself, Red Shoes! How dare you collapse like John Cone?
What made the ring blow up, though?
The 15-minute time mark, I guess, made it blow up.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. We didn't do anything fancy.
Red Shoes.
That
That was
You
good.
get down and
Finally connected
stay
with-
down. This is a go home, kid. This is a go home.
He misses the lockup.
No!
DDT.
This is not what I meant by the go home, you
It's what I meant by the go
Oh,
home.
disrespectful young boy! No! You disrespectful young boy! No! No! Get out of it!
There you go. Slam.
That's
Power
it!
slam.
1, 2!
2.
No!
Red Shoes a little slow on the count tonight.
Red Shoes is always slow on the count.
It's
Get up,
that
Brody!
bump. It's that bump. He took that bump,
Boston
bro.
Crab.
Ring blue. He took a bump. Ref shoes ain't been the same since.
Good psychology.
And that happened back in 1942 when he took that first bump when the ring blew.
No! Oh! Oh!
Double down.
Mug. 1,
2, 3! Oh!
Good game.
Brody.
That was a
This
great
game's tight.
match, though.
This
That
game's
was awesome,
tight.
guys.
This
Awesome.
game's tight.
Now-
That was the perfect way to end that, though. He hits the headbutt. Brody,
Dude,
no!
he even hyped it.
Boom!
He even hyped the headbutt and everything.
Yeah.
He hit the taunt and everything.
Yeah, I know. And Brody's like,
Oh, That
nope.
was great.
Bah!
That was
Huss!
That was great.
This is the shizzle, dude.
One more time.
So, the lack of quality in graphics really leaves the opening for potential for things so wide. I did not expect the ring to blow up.
No, neither did I. That was so awesome.
I'm laying in a puddle of my own blood right now.
Yeah.
You should be. He's kicking. He still ain't done with you. Round.
Yeah.
Lucha Libre rules, man. 2 out of 3.
Right. Yo, I've never gotten anything higher than an 89.
We did. That was a fun match.
That was so hype, bro.
That was a good match.
That was so hype.
So,
Guys, have fun.
first impressions of this game.
Shout out to Bubba.
Shout out to Bubba.
Thank you.
4 out of 5 stars.
Right,
Guaranteed.
right.
Just from the first match.
Yeah, oh my
Just from
god.
the first match, I'd give it 4 out of 5.
Yo, I thought I was going to lose at a couple points, and
Dude, when the ring blew and Red Shoes went down, you had the 3. You had the 3.
Oh, but it was so perfect. This seems to get the psychology of a wrestling match a little bit better.
WWE does
Yeah.
on their game. But to be fair, that's because, as you said, the psychology of a wrestling match.
Right, and 2K has always treated itself as a fighting game, I feel.
That and WWE doesn't even consider themselves wrestling anymore. They're sports entertainment.
Right, but they still have...
To them, it's a bit of a different psychology that they have there.
But they still have psychology in it.
If you're playing with the
WWE still has psychology in it. The WWE show, I mean, but the video game, the only way I've ever been able to get any psychology, and I don't know if it's the same for you guys out there or if it's the same for you, if I get people that know what they're doing...
Yeah, you need to play with the right person who knows psychology as
Yeah,
well to be
then
able to
you
do
can-
those back and forth,
Right.
time those reversals, hit those cool...
Right.
They're not running around the ring doing flip this, flip that,
Right.
flip this, flip that.
And this, we didn't really have to try. We didn't know what we were doing, and we still had an amazing match.
Yeah, the psychology's there because the game put it there. Instead
Yeah.
of having to, as the player, understand psychology
Right.
to have that present.
And, I mean, that spot with it blowing up at the 15-minute mark was just... But... Yeah, so we're going to stop this stream here. We're going to stop this. We're going to cut this portion of the show. and we will be back